Live. Okay. Hey, Loving Life Activated. I am so honored today to be able to bring to you an incredible woman, Andrea Olivier. She is a busy mom to 2 kids, wife, business owner, entrepreneur. And this lady seriously does not have enough hours in the day to do what is on her schedule. And I had the honor of meeting Andrea about 3 years ago. She really knows her stuff. She knows about bloods and blood groups. And man, she was quizzing me 3 years ago. And I was just kind of like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I think so. Why don't you just give it a go and see? It's just like she knew so much more than I knew. So I just thought it would be great to get her on here as a fitness expert to ask her, you know, because she does a ton of fitness as well. This girl throws tires down beaches, you know, all them nutty things that some people do, and park runs just coming out her ears. So I'd love her to just come on and talk about maybe being a fitness expert. What was life like trying to do what you were doing before you got activated?
Thank you, G. Hello, everybody on this beautiful platform, and thanks so much for taking the time to listen to me. Yes, gosh, I am a fitness, I don't know if you can call it expert, but an absolute fitness nut. And I rely on fitness a lot for my mental health as well as my physical body. And before having this product, I was probably just coming on to 40 years old. I think I was probably about 39. I had a young child. I had a husband who was really unwell, and life was really tough. I was trying to run the business, as G said. I had 2 kids, an unwell husband, and I was probably knocking on burnout, to be quite honest. When I got introduced to the product, it was simply for my husband. I had no idea that it was for anyone who was not unwell. And quite frankly, I didn't realize I was unwell. But when I jumped onto, and at that point it was NRF2 alone, because we didn't have NRF1 in the day, back in those days, within 3 days, no word of a lie, within 3 days, I had this incredible brain fog lift. And all of a sudden, wow. I feel like I'm alive. This is what it feels like. It was like you don't know what you don't know until you unravel something. You know, you take this sheath away from your eyes and all of a sudden you can see better. And I had an incredible amount of energy. I was so thankful that I accidentally fell off my skateboard and broke my elbow and ran out of turmeric, and that's why I actually took the product, because I had no intention of trying it. And I have never looked back since. I have been able to increase my running speed, run faster than I've ever run before. I've run my fastest half marathon, my fastest 5K by a ridiculous amount of time taken off there. I train harder and faster than I ever was able to do before. And I run 3 businesses and a healthy husband and 2 beautiful children. So it has absolutely changed my life.
Wow. And look, how would you say recovery wise, like for people that are on here, we're not just talking about athletes, of course, athletes with NRF1 and 2, you know, I think it's imperative to have NRF1, but just for the ordinary mom like me that goes to Jet's gym and does my HIIT class, how do you think that it helps for just the ordinary mom and dad that are looking for just a little bit more energy or less recovery time?
Well, that's exactly it. I mean, when we're talking about athletes, I get embarrassed when people call me an athlete, because I don't really know that I'm, qualified to be called that. But actually, if you have a body and you move it, you're an athlete. And at the end of the day, when you go to the gym and you do whatever it is, if you're doing a HIIT class at Jets, or you're running a half marathon, or you're training for a massive event, you're putting your body through some strenuous exercise. And you have to be able to recover, rest, and recoup. So when you're taking NRF1, you're getting good. When you're taking NRF2, you're getting less inflammation and you're resting well. Then when we add in the NRF1, which of course I did as soon as it was available, that sees your mitochondria increase and the debris of the mitochondria that you've been using in the gym doing that exercise taken out of your body. So that means that you can recover better and you can then go back and work harder the next time. and again, recover faster. So essentially, you're getting a more smoother transition through recovery into your next training session.
Brilliant. And look, I take the ProBio as well. I do the Amigos, but the ProBio I have found has helped my gut so much that it's actually helped me to be able to work out better, because my gut's working better. And I just think a lot of your emotions, a lot of stuff happens in your gut that I've felt so much better that I'm able to work harder by doing the ProBio as well.
Well, that's absolutely true. And you mentioned earlier how much I'm interested in bloods and all of that sort of stuff. And whilst I told you my husband was so unwell, we were on a massive journey to help him get better. We went to a naturopath and a chiropractor. And at this naturopath, he did some live and dry blood testing on Sean, which I found so interesting. I booked myself an appointment, not expecting to really discover that I could be improving, because I felt so good already at the time. But what he discovered was that I actually had an infection in my gut. I wasn't taking the ProBio because it wasn't available yet. I had an infection in my gut, and so I wasn't actually absorbing the product as well as I could. And when I took a little course of a product that he gave me there for 2 weeks and cleared that, immediately after that, I was able to absorb so much better. And since then, the ProBio has become available. And so I take the probiotic as well, because, you know, we absorb things through our gut. There's a massive connection. If you Google it yourself to see the brain and the gut connection, they say it's your second brain. You know, you get this gut feel about certain things. So, you know, I find it fascinating that human beings don't know near enough about how their body functions, and how we can, these simple things are just simple ways to biohack yourself to be better. We're all burning the candle on both ends, trying to achieve 1,000,001 things. But if we're not taking care of the vessel that we're working in, you're going to get burnout. I mean, I'm guessing out of 100 people, who could say they've never had burnout and they experience wonderful sleep and perfectly healthy every single day until however old they are as they're listening to this? I'm going to guess 100 out of 100 people have had some form of mental or physical burnout in our lives. Knowing about,
they need to get activated.
Exactly. And you know, we're not just saying this because this is the business we do.
No.
We're doing this to see people live a better life. When you feel better and you are happier, you can function better. I'm a much better person all around than I was before. You know, when you're burning at both ends, your senses are heightened, you're frustrated, you're snappy. Think about all those things. If that just triggers a light bulb in what how you feel about yourself at this moment, look at what these products can do for you. They can honestly change your life.
Well, thank you so much, Andrea. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for coming on today. And I hope that any of our fitness people or anyone that's interested, get back to the person that maybe tagged you in this video, and they can share with you some more info, or they can just get you started. What have you got to lose? That's what I just think. Just get started. What have you got to lose? So thanks so much, Andrea. Take care, lovey.